Okay, so I have this duck egg that I saved from a nest that the mother has already left her nest. Her baby's already hatched. The ones that were left over were rotten, except this one, who decided not to hatch yet, but it's still alive. I listened to it, and it pecks in there, and you can hear it peep a little bit. So what I've been doing is I don't have an incubator to keep it warm, and I don't have like the proper kind of lamp or anything. So um, I know it's gonna hatch fairly soon, probably within either tonight or tomorrow. Um, so I've decided to keep it. Well, I've been holding it in my hand, and when I hold it in my hand, it becomes very warm. And then if I say something to it, if I make a noise or something like that, um, it actually will start tapping in there or make a very small peeping sound. So I decided to keep it warm on my body, and I thought the best place to do that would be in my sports bra, because I need to go to sleep and I can't just leave it sitting out, to be cold and die. I'm not just going to let it die. So I'm going to leave it in my bra like this. So I'm just going to put it down in there where it's safe. And then I'm going to lay on my side. And that's not a big deal for me. And I'm not going to like crush it or anything, because I'm going to lay on my side. And I can tell that it's actually starting to hatch, because it has it's already starting to come out. So anyways, that's that, and I will update you on the progress. Come on, baby, you can do it. I know. It takes them a while to get there you go. Does he look okay? And now, little guy, I've been using my body heat to keep him warm, to keep it warm. I'm gonna try to give him, put him in with his brothers and sisters when they're sleeping with the mama duck. But I'm not gonna do that until he's fully up on 2 feet with his eyes open and able to walk around. Hey, baby. Hello. Are you okay? Yeah. You try really hard to get up here. Okay, so it's been a few days since the last footage I made of the duckling, and this is what's been happening. So on the first day, they're supposed to be able to stand up on 2 feet and walk. They're supposed to be able to keep their balance for the most part and keep their eyes open and keep their head up. He was not able to do that for 2.5 days. He was rolling around. He had a balance issue. Unfortunately, it happens with some ducklings. They get this balance issue. And what I did was I tried to help him by, you put him in a sock with their head out and while they sleep and keep them snug and sitting upright. He also needed to sleep close to my body. So he ended up sleeping on my chest, because he still needed to be kept warm. And so what ended up happening was I could not return him to the mama duck with the other ducklings in the time frame I needed to before he imprinted, before the imprint of me being the mom happened. So now it thinks I'm its mom. So what I did yesterday was I took him out there and because he was finally able to walk and keep his head up and his eyes open. So I took him up there yesterday. What are you doing? And I put him on the ground when she was right there with the rest of them, and the other ducklings just ran on past because they love to run around and search for things in the grass. They ran on past, and the mama stopped. She saw him, and she came over and she looked at him and was like, her little call, like, come on, and he just was standing there, and she turned around to keep walking. She turned back around and he was still just standing there, and she came back over to him and she looked down and she looked up and she looked down like, what is wrong with you? And then he turned around, saw me, and ran right back to me. And then so she just kept on going. So he doesn't know her, and she tried. She was like, what are you doing? Come on. But he ran back to me because he says, no, you're my mom. So, what I'm going to do is keep trying every day. So today I took him out in the grass and let him, play around and peck at they like to eat stuff in the grass and stuff like that. So, but what I've been feeding him is, I've been feeding him, this stuff that I had called wheat germ. That's a little too much. But I don't have the, a lot of people buy chick starter or whatever, but I didn't plan on having baby duck right now, and it's been kind of rough for me. I haven't been able to go out and purchase anything like that yet. So what I did have was this stuff called wheat germ, and it's actually pretty, nutritious. Okay, so I'm not saying this is the best option, but when you really have to just improvise and you don't really have much, this ended up being what I had to turn to. So it does have, if I can get that, protein, vitamin E, vitamin A, folic acid. So it's got a little bit of stuff. It's definitely not
it's not the preferred, food for birds or ducks, but it's working. And when he started eating that, he started being able to stand up and walk normally and keep his head up. So, I would like to return him to the family. The problem is he's never met them. They never actually bonded.
So what I'm gonna do is just keep trying and let you know how it goes. We've given him or her a nickname, Dot. So we're gonna do some more videos with the adventures of Dot. Bye-bye. Hello, baby.